Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review. Since it is Force Friday to weekend, all things Star Wars is going on, I figured I'd take this time and look at Star Wars The Force Awakens exclusive Droid 3-pack. I got this, I don't know, about a month or so ago at my local Target. And they had this thing on clearance for 50% off, so I got it for $15. Normally this was going for $29.99, and that's a good price, I think, for the size of the figures. However, $15 is a whole lot better. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. Alright, so here we have the droids in the package. It obviously comes with the BB-8 C-3PO with the red arm, which I noticed yesterday on Force Friday 2 that in the new movie, The Last Jedi, 3PO has his golden arm back. Thank goodness. I hated the red arm. And then we get this guy, and it's basically, it's an R2 astromech with the little kind of cone-like head. He's not R2, and I don't think he's an Imperial. He kind of looks like an Imperial droid, but I just think he's another one of the X-Wing fighters running around in the movie. And we get some artwork of BB-8 down over here, and then we get, obviously, photoshopped C-3PO with his arm over the astromech, which that is a classic image of 3PO and R2. They just changed R2's head to the dome thing and then went from blue to black because he's all black and white. And I don't know why we got this guy and not R2-D2. Logically, I would think that they would give us R2-D2 because these three droids appear in the movie at the end where BB-8 wakens him up to get him to open up the last piece of the map, which he magically had, of course. But that being said, this is a 12-inch scale series, and yeah, definitely looks very, very cool. I think it's 12-inch. Yeah, it's got to be 12-inch. Series, because a 6-inch figure should come up to about right there, I think, on 3PO. But very, very cool. Liking the BB-8. This guy does look cool, though I wish it was an R2 unit, and 3PO looks really, really nice. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. The top of the package says Star Wars. Side of the package just has some artwork with the X-Wings and some planets, and it says The Force Awakens. This side has other figures that you can get in this scale, I'm presuming. We got Finn, we got one of the guys from, that guy is from Rebels. He's one of the Inquisitor things. And then we get Kylo Ren. So yeah, just kind of a close-up. So Star Wars The Force Awakens. So yeah, these are other figures you can collect in this type of wave. And then this side just has some nice artwork of the X-Wings there and some planets. And then we got artwork of BB-8 there, and it says Star Wars The Force Awakens Target exclusive. And then we get 3PO and this little guy, and that kind of wraps around the box a little bit, which is kind of cool. And of course, here are the droids, looking all kinds of droidsy. So yeah, let's look at the back of the package. And here's the back of the package, looking all kinds of neat. We got BB-8. It's got a little bio of BB-8 right there, 3PO, and then this is RO-4LO. So RO-4LO. RO-4LO? I don't know. RO-4LO. Okay, sure. Almost has a YOLO thing going on, doesn't it? And then these guys get some extensive write-ups in multiple languages. Let's see here. So this one says BB-8 is a spherical, loyal astromech droid for the Resistance pilot Poe Dameron. 3PO is a fastidious and worry-prone protocol droid, not non-worry, but very worry-prone. C-3PO longs for more peaceful times, but his continued service to Princess Leia keeps him from the front line, or keeps him on the front lines of the galactic conflict. And then RO-4LO here. To keep their X-Wing starfighters operational shape, the Resistance maintains a pool of upgraded astromech droids, including RO-4LO. So yeah, he is an X-Wing astromech. So yeah, very cool. Again, just kind of the artwork right there. Very neat, very fun. So let's go ahead and get these droids out of box and see what we think. So here we have the droids out of the packaging, and I didn't think I was really going to like them too much, but they're actually pretty darn cool. They are limited in certain articulation, and they're kind of a light plastic. And it's not really a light plastic, it's just, I think it's the same quality of plastic you're going to get in a smaller figure. They're just larger, and they're hollow, so it just, I don't know, they feel funny for their size. They really do. So I guess we'll start with the new droid here, RO-4LO, and he's pretty cool. I will admit that. I love the wires that they have right here. I think that is really nice. He does not, unfortunately, have a leg that can extend out. I think that would have been really, really cool, but he does look pretty nice. These will look very nice up on your shelf, for sure. Articulation on this guy, his little cone head does rotate, and then the legs rotate all the way around, and that's really about it. I mean, and that works for this kind of figure. You know, I like it. I think it works well. I just would really love to have an R2 in this set. And it seems, I feel like that the Disney store should have this with R2 as a figure. I don't know. But here we have BB-8, and this looks really, really nice. I'm definitely digging this guy. He's got a little flat spot down there so he can sit upright perfectly, which is nice. He has movement in his head. So he's got movement up there. There's just a little stick down there where he can kind of rotate all the way around and do what you want. And then he also comes with 2 attachments right here. You've got to kind of got to build them. The piece here, the armature, goes into the little port, and there are little pegs. When you look at the holes when you put them in, you can see where they go, and then he'll clamp onto the side. So he's got this little arm right here, which is some kind of welding tool, it looks like, maybe. And then he's got another one with a little hook type of arm, which is cool. And you just, if you look on the side of BB-8, he's got these little pieces here. You just clamp these in like that. They just snap into place, and there we go. And now he's got some crazy wacky arms. If you ever wanted your BB-8 to look like he has arms, now he does. So yeah, and the arms do rotate up and down. They spin as well, so that is kind of cool, kind of interesting. To get those off, you simply just pull them off, and they come right off. Come on, now I said that. There we go. So they do come off very easily. So that's kind of nice to have those little accessory pieces for BB-8. Definitely digging that. And then, of course, we have C-3PO, but you may not recognize him because of the red arm. I don't like the red arm, but it's painted pretty well here. I like the flat red on it. Lots of nice detail on this stuff. So, yeah, this is the 3PO. He kind of disappoints me a little in the fact that his head does not rotate. It should rotate. I don't know why it doesn't. I mean, it's just, I don't know, the head and the body are just one piece. There's no rotation at the midsection. His shoulders do turn up here. So they do turn. They're on a separate swivel, though, than the arm, because the arm has a joint in it that can open in and out and turn. And then his hands rotate, which is nice. I definitely dig that. And you get a little bit of wiggle in the legs down here, and that's it. The knees do not bend, the ankles do not bend, which I don't mind so much, but that head, I think the head should rotate. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it does. But yeah, overall, not too terribly bad. So taking a closer look at BB-8, I think they did a really nice job with this figure. He probably, out of the 3, personally looks the best to me. The detail on the sand kind of all over him, very nice. I'm liking that. The orange is done really well. All the paint is very sharply done on this figure. All the line work looks really, really nice. I like the grays. They look metallic. Got a little bit of a silver sheen to them, which is very, very nice. The antenna, it could have been a little bit straighter. It's kind of a rubber piece, and I wonder if that's going to break off in time. But yeah, I mean, that's probably one of my bigger gripes about it. The ports to put the armatures in, I think were hidden very, very well on the figure. You don't really notice it until, you know, you actually look, okay, yeah, those are holes in the figure, but I think they did a good job hiding. And just to show BB-8 with his arm attachments, again, it looks kind of silly with the little arms there. I like this feature. I think it's kind of funny. I wish they would have given the little torch instead of these. I don't really remember him utilizing these armatures in the movie. I would have liked these to double up with RO-4LO. I think that would have been nice. I think these look more like his attachments than they would be for BB-8. And then they've got the weird conical pieces that kind of pop out, and that's to hide the attachment for the gray piece. And I'm not even going to say what that one kind of really looks like, but yeah, they're there. They're there. So taking a closer look at RO-4LO, it's very odd for me to say. I mean, it's a standard R2 type of astromech. I wish he was R2, but it is what it is. And, you know, sometimes it's kind of nice to get a different type of droid out there, so kind of fun. I wouldn't mind having this guy in a 6-inch Black Series scale. I wish they'd put more Black Series droid packs out. I think that'd be a lot of fun. And he's pretty much black and white. The body is basically the same as R2. I love the gray wires on his feet there. Again, great job with the paintwork. Very clean, very nice. The little dome, kind of cone-shaped dome, is interesting. He's got the typical R2 type of eyepiece there, and then a bunch of very symmetrical squares all around, and then some other kind of rectangular platings, and then some with some silver work on it, looking very nice. So all the gray and silver and paintwork looks very, very nice. My biggest gripe with this guy would be, other than the fact it's not R2-D2, I think would be that he doesn't have the third leg to come out. I think that would have been a nice additive, or if he could have used those armatures for BB-8 would have been cool too. So taking a closer look at C-3PO, and to be honest, I think he's the weakest of the three figures, which is a bit disappointing. The sculpt looks fine. I have no problems with the sculpt. I hate the fact his head does not move. I almost broke it, actually, because I'm like, why isn't this moving? But the sculpt work looks really, really nice. The red arm, which I despised in the first movie, that's painted really well. It's a nice matte flat color, almost looks like a primer, which is cool. He's got this nice kind of goldish sheen to him on his gold paint, which that all looks very, very fine. His eyes are painted well. I like the black under his palms, but the wiring on his body is probably the sloppiest of all the droids. It's got all the right colors in there, but the silver looks very heavy-handed to me, and looks like it bleeds over in spots, especially on the back. It's a bunch of just silver, which is a bit unfortunate. They just, I don't know, it just looks the worst of all the paint jobs. From a distance, you really don't even notice. I mean, and that's a nitpick, just, you know, on looking at it. Once you get up close to it, it looks a little bit messy, but from across the room, it's not going to make much of a deal. And finally, taking a look at the legs of 3PO here, again, good detail. I like the sculpt work. It looks nice. He stands well. He's very balanced. The gold works. It's got a nice shiny gold paint to it, which, you know, that's perfectly fine. All the details look right. I can't really complain too much anywhere. We got the black on the back of his kneecaps there. All the line work looks good. I think the paint and the shimmer really shows off. For comparison, here we have the Black Series 6-inch droids with the Target exclusive 12-inch. And Well, yeah, they're twice this size. They're a lot shinier than the smaller ones for the most part. 3PO is about the same sheen on both, and BB-8's definitely a lot shinier, I think, which is not too terribly bad. This guy, he's pretty shiny. He looks brand new, neat and clean. So does 3PO, except for the red arm, and then BB-8 has got some paint dirt on him. Overall, I think, it's not bad. It's a pretty decent scale up. I'm definitely liking them. Of course, I've got R2 because I don't have an RO to compare with. But yeah, definitely very cool to see the droids in a little bit larger scale. Again, I think they're going to make a really good presence sitting up on the shelf. And these are really nice looking figures for customizers to do some custom paint work with. So is the Target exclusive Droid 12-inch 3-pack something that you want in your Star Wars collection? I'm going to say if you find this thing on sale for $15, absolutely pick it up if you're a collector of the droids. I like them. I think they look good. I think 3PO needs a little bit more articulation, and that's about the biggest gripe I've got, save for the fact I wish RO was R2. Other than that, I can't complain. For $15, it's less than a Black Series figure, and you get 3 12-inch scale droids that are, painted well. They're sculpted really nice, and, they make a really good presence up on the shelf, I think, which is really nice. So this is going to be a really nice piece to sit up. A customizer could do some paint work on these guys and make a really killer display, I think, with them. So they're definitely pretty cool. $30, I think I would have been a bit overpaying for $30, but definitely I can see this worth at least $20. So if you can get this at retail or under, it's definitely worth the pickup for a Droid fan. So there they are, the Target exclusive Droid 3-pack in the 12-inch scale from Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.